Drake is taking another
L.
Drake. This is the year of L's for Drake right now.
At this point, Drake just got to hang it up flat screen. Please, you lost the rap battle and you lost the court battle. LL Cool J is your new name. You lost the black way and the white way. Double homicide. The
judge threw out Drake's lawsuit against UMG for the Not Like Us lawsuit. A federal judge basically tossed it against his own record label, UMG, for their involvement promoting Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us. So it looks like Thursday, the judge threw it out, and in a ruling, the judge stated that the song is a series of opinions, not defamatory allegations, and even the listeners were aware of such. So that was legalese for calling Drake a little whiny biznitch.
The longest losing streak in hip-hop history continues. Drake's lawsuit against UMG has been thrown out of court.
And although the accusations that the plaintiff is a PDF file is certainly a serious one, this is what she said, the broader context of a heated rap battle with incendiary language and offensive accusations hurled by both participants would not incline the reasonable listener to believe that Not Like Us imparts verifiable facts about the plaintiff. And that's what the judge wrote. Judge Jeanette Vargas. So basically that was more legalese for saying, Drake, just take your L like a man, you little
sit on
whiny
down.
biznitch.
The judge wrote, the average listener is not under the impression that a diss track is the product of a thoughtful or disinterested investigation conveying to the public fact-checked, verifiable content. It has to be seen as part of the entire diss track war where both men were going back and forth saying hyperbolic shit about the other. She said because it's part of a diss track war, reasonable listeners will not interpret this song as some verifiable fact.
You and Young Thug go ahead and come together and make some music. So
they gonna have to. And Branson will defend this to death. He'll always say all Drake needs to do is make another hit.
That's
and
it.
People will forgive him. But
so far, he hasn't made no hit. He came out with some songs.
He got the Iceman album coming, and just like the name, it's coming out very cold. Ain't hot. Ain't nothing hot on that shit so far. I've watched the live streams. I've heard the songs. I'm not a Drake hater. I crack jokes at Drake, but I've always said Drake has talent and can rap.
Does. I've had some of his music in my playlist too.
Yeah, but lately, so far that shit is
ass
trash. So
trust me, we're gonna have a couple YNs gonna be like, oh, y'all old heads hate.
We don't understand.
Y'all old heads hate. No.
The reason why Drake is always going to win is because music is built in him. Music is built in Drake. Like, you know how barking is built in a dog or meowing is built in a cat? That's what music is to Drake. He is always going to win.
Timeless music. And look who's coming out these last 6 months with music. Ain't no young heads, it's old heads.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Mobb Deep just dropped yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we talking about cats when I was 18. You feel what I'm saying? And that's over 30 years ago.
Yeah, so with this battle, basically another reason Drake was suing is he was saying Not Like Us was to blame for the attempted break-ins to his crib in Toronto and for a security guard getting shot. Of course, everybody remembers the artwork from the single. It has an aerial view of Drake's mansion from Google Maps and overlaid with more than a dozen offender markers, which Judge Vargas, the judge in this case, said were obviously exaggerated and doctored. So she said no reasonable person would view this image and believe that, in fact, law enforcement had designated 13 residents in Drake's home as offenders. So the judge is saying this album cover isn't real. Nobody would reasonably believe there would be 13 PDF files inside of Drake's crib, and no legal system would allow 13 of the same type of people, criminals, in a private residence like that. So basically the judge is saying there's no legal way that would happen, so it's obviously parody.
Court came to the conclusion that no reasonable person would ever take what Kendrick Lamar said as fact, and it was a non-actionable opinion, basically saying it means nothing. Drake had alleged that Kendrick Lamar put this across as a fact, and the court had said, well, what he said really doesn't fall into the realm of what a fact is. An important point that they made was that this is a bad precedent to even set. Drake tried to say even if it is a protected opinion, because it got popular, it's still a problem, and the court was not having that.
And so Drake's legal team is releasing a statement saying they intend to appeal, and they look forward to the Court of Appeals reviewing it. So the Drake's team don't even want to let this die. So they're the only winners in all this shit is the lawyers, because they get paid for all this shit. And they were the ones probably putting that bug in Drake's ear. Like, Drake, you should sue him. Drake, we can help you. And then you put this lawsuit together, we can get them numbers and all that.
This was always a weak-ass lawsuit from the get-go. I like Drake. This is a weak lawsuit. It's a weak lawsuit in the fact that, again, if you listen to diss music, I don't like that there was a false allegation put against my guy. It was false. But such is the case with hip-hop. People call people R words. People say really nasty things about each other. So the idea of suing the publisher, and I kind of look at it like in a media sense, you're suing the publisher, which, you know, at first he was going at DSP's Radio and UMG, they would be the publishers of said material. I thought he should have sued Kendrick Lamar. If they allowed, or they said Drake's legal battle is all the way fine, and this even goes to a trial, you know, you don't even know what might happen there. What ends up happening is everybody's going to get sued because you have now opened Pandora's box. So I believe the judge didn't want to open Pandora's box and basically said to Drake, yo, this was this person's opinion more than it was a representation of the facts.
Now, I didn't think this was a winnable case. I'll admit I wasn't mad at Drake for putting the lawsuit together, not because I agreed with the lawsuit. I was more so for the chaos of watching him and his label go through it and seeing if, through this lawsuit we could find any dirt from the record labels that may have affected other artists besides Drake. That's why I was cool with the lawsuit. Not that I was like actually cool with it, but I mean, I said if it's gonna go through, then I'm trying to find some positives out of the lawsuit besides, Drake losing the respect of hip hop. But that didn't go as planned. So UMG decided to say from the outset, this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expressions and never should have seen the light of day. We are pleased with the court's dismissal and look forward to continuing our work successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career. Now, you know they feel some sort of way over that
imagine
shit.
that you suing me and you still gotta work with me.
Yeah, so
I still gotta cut that check too.
They'll get money because it's Drake, but they gotta feel some sort of way about getting sued by an artist that they like and promote.
The only difference is he's popular. So the one thing Drake gotta understand is if you ever fall off, they gonna get your ass. That's all I got to say.
So this lawsuit is actually 10 months old because Drake filed this in January. And right around the time the Super Bowl happened. So of course, that is a super L, bro. Drake just took a L from the beginning of this year to so far now. That's
almost at the end of the year.
Yeah, 10 months of L so far. You've got 2 months to put together a super win, Drake. Otherwise, the fans are giving up.
It's a wrap.
Yeah,
just go ahead, lay on down, and you and Young Thug get in the lab and start cooking some music.
Yeah, even UMG called him out and said Drake had no concerns using UMG's platform to publish slurs about Kendrick Lamar during their rap feud. Now claims Not Like Us is defamatory, and the lawyers argued back in March. Drake, one of the most successful recording artists of all time, lost a rap battle that he provoked and in which he willingly participated. Instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be, he has sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salvage his wounds. Damn. And that's the lawyers of Universal Media Group. And they still got to go back and work with this nigga. So they just basically did some more legalese.
Like I said, Drake, you better stay hot because as soon as you Do not be hot. I'm gonna pounce on your ass.
I'm sorry to say this, but like the judge and UMG's lawyers, they dropped harder bars on Drake than Kendrick did.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Nah, this legalese.
No.
Because they basically called him a bitch.
No, because Kendrick been calling him a bitch.
No, but they did it in a legal manner.
Of course, because he took it that route, but no, don't do that.
They said he lost a battle that he provoked. And,
That's true.
And he willingly participated. Instead of accepting the loss, like they said this.
K-Dot said the same thing.
No, they said accepting the loss like the unbothered rapper he often
I
claims
understand,
to be.
and I agree with you.
That's a bar, nigga.
It is. It is. It's a legal bar.
Even the lawyers dismantled this nigga.
He got the legal bars against him.
Yeah, so I feel kind of bad for. Well, no, I don't.
Oh, don't take that L, nigga. You still get money, so I don't.
Yeah,
feel
he
bad.
getting money because he
I don't
has an
feel-
international
nigga,
fan base.
Go blow a mill. Just sit on down. Take this L because I understand it's a global L you taking. You feel what I'm saying? You thought your light skinned ass gonna come in try to slay up dark skinned brother, and you are 1 and 2 because you beat Mills, but you lost to damn your boy from the Clips, and you lost to my man K-Dot. So you 1 and 2, nigga.